Hello. Hope you can hear me. Thanks very much for confirming that. Hello, Beauty Love Creative, Lone, Leo, Sab, no GF40s lurking. Samuel's here as well. Yankee Axe is here as well. Yeah, we're running a bit early today, but we've got the Blackbird nest to look at. There are definitely 4 eggs in the nest. I don't know whether there's been any a 5th one today, but she's been incubating since yesterday, so it may just be 4 we're going to get. For anyone who's here, this is round me. This is Bear HQ. I'm actually sat in the office at the moment. And if I pull up the camera for outside, you'll see why. Well, I think anyone in the UK will know why. In fact, what I will do for that, I'll move that down out of the way of the Blackbird. So if anything does happen, we'll still see it. As you can see on the camera, it is horrible, to use a technical term. It is cold, well not cold, but it's colder than it has been. It's damp, it's miserable, and it's raining. And on top of that is that my back that I tweaked last weekend and that recovered as the week went on, I tweaked it again yesterday, so that's a bit sore again. So there ain't going to be a lot of gardening on this one today. At least we've got the Blackbird to keep us occupied. But we'll wait till about 11, and then I'll go through the ins and outs of what's going on and what's planned for this week. Because I'll change a few things around this week, I think. Yeah, Lone saying the technical term for this weather is blur. Yeah, it's absolute rubbish, considering how good it's been the last couple of weeks. And it's that sort of fine rain that gets into everything. So I'll just chat away until we get to the 11, and I'll do the technical stuff then when people expect us to go live. But yeah. Yes, you did, Leo. Yeah. Technically, I could have run a stream out of the greenhouse, but that would mean running all the cables down there, and I wouldn't be able. And anything I did down there would be just end up covered in sort of muddy sludge. So I took the executive decision. Also, I'm okay sort of sat down. I'm okay stood up. Trying to get between sitting down and standing up is not fun, but another couple of days. But I got a bit carried away yesterday. I was doing a job for someone else, and I got a bit carried away. So Just check the sound. Yeah. Morning, Ollie. Oh, by the way, anyone who's any member over on YouTube, or I think any follower on Twitch, you've got a new emote today. Yeah, I think it's quite a nice Blackbird. I thought we needed a Blackbird emote because assuming these chicks hatch and survive, there's going to be quite a bit of Blackbird content around for probably about the next month, because it'll take 2 weeks for them to hatch, and then probably another 2.5 weeks to fledge. But they've got to survive that. They've got to survive the weather, and they've got to survive the cats, and they've got to survive the magpies. And I think on Twitch, I think if you're just a follower, you get the Blackbird emote. I think I put it on that. We'll give it about 5 more minutes, and then we'll do the introduction and go through all the admin stuff. But say, for those of you who are here already, I was ready. To be honest, I could have started streaming about 9 this morning, but I delayed my start because I did some editing instead, and then I thought, well, I'll finish that. Might as well just go live. Morning to land-based angler. Beauty Love Creative over on YouTube asks, are the blackbirds nesting every year in the garden? Yep, they certainly have been for a good 4 or 5 years now, and they're always nesting roughly in the same place. Last year they had 2 families. The first family got attacked by magpies. For the second family, they had three baby birds fledged out the nest last year. That was well, I can't remember when it was. Late summer. We actually they hung around the garden for about a week, so we got lots of pictures of baby blackbirds last year. So. Right, let's see how many people have arrived. Yep, I think that's we've got a suitable. I can't remember what the technical word for the meeting for the number you need for a legal meeting, but we've got quite a few people here, so I'll make a start. Good morning, everyone. Welcome to Sunday. Welcome to the Bear in the Garden channel. Welcome to, which way is it? That way? No, wrong. It is that way. Welcome to the, up here. Welcome to the Blackbird nest. And then over on the other corner, you can see what the weather's like here today. It is abysmal. I'll put the weather up. Basically, it hasn't rained here for three and a half weeks properly. Had the odd shower, but consequently, for a couple of reasons, anyone who's just coming in now, if you were here last week, I tweeted you back just before we started last week, but I got through that, and it improved as the week went on. In fact, to be honest, by about Tuesday, Wednesday, it was back to normal. I did quite a lot of stuff yesterday, and at the end of it, I could feel it, and it's tightened up again, so I'm just being a bit cautious of that today. Secondly, is because the weather is just dreadful out there. Everything is soggy, muddy. Plus, I don't really want to run any of the tech out there in this. It's very fine, mizzly rain at the moment. The heavy stuff's gone, but it's just this fine mizzle. So I don't really want to run the tech out of there. One good thing today is we do have the blackbird nest that we can watch while we chat about other things. And that's it. That's the word I was looking for. Quorum, isn't it? That means you've got enough in a meeting to make it count. So we have a quorum for the live stream. A few bits of. Oh, go on. Let's see the. Is she going to put her head down so you can see her face? She's been quite active this morning. I have been watching her on and off stream. There she is. What she seems to do is get up every so often and move the eggs around and then settle back down. Yeah, we'll probably go through, anyone who's going to be here the whole stream will probably hear a lot of the same things. We've got a number of bits and pieces to say. The merch stores are open. You can get that via various links, but the easiest way is if you go via our website. There's the link to the stores on there. I've got one of them's open at the moment, which is run by T-Mill. That's not the Chinese version. It's T as in TEEMILL, which is a UK company. So there's links on that. You'll find there's links all over the place, but if you go via the website, you'll find the shopping link there. The other thing you'll find on the website is I've put up a dedicated Blackbird page as well, which I'm trying to update every day. So that if you want Blackbird content, there's links to all the videos. Yes, I could do. Yes, in fact, I shall do that loan. Yeah. It's, the Blackbird page has got links to all the various videos. It's got links to extra pictures I've got. It's got links to video that hasn't been online. So if you just want a quick update, that's it. On the merch store, I've got a lot of I've had a lot of the samples and I'm perfectly happy with them. Obviously, everyone saw the mug last week. That's going to be available on both stores, but it's available on the one that's running at the moment. I'll have a drink. And then we've got, I'll pull the camera down a bit. Then we've got t-shirts with the Bear in the Garden emblem and Bear in the Garden in writing. I'll take the microphone off. So then you have sort of Bear in the Garden there. You can see all that. You can see all that on the website. Can't remember what else we've got on the website. We've got several other mugs. We've got various shirts and some tea towels, whatever. But and then the platform that we use for the merch, they do everything. They produce the stuff. They do handle all the finance. Okay, see you in a bit, Tab. They handle all the finance payments. They do the customer service. They do the shipping. And we get a small commission off each item, but everything that is on our store has been designed by the channel. So there's just a basic few bits and pieces on there for the time being. Also, you'll probably start to see Amazon links as well. What I'm trying to do is stuff that we use on stream. I'm trying to put the links in descriptions either before or after. If it's not in the descriptions before, I'll put them in afterwards. So if there's something during the stream that you like the look of, or you just want more information of, you can click on one of the links and it'll take you to there, so you can have a good look. That's that. What else is there? What else has happened? Just reading the comments. I think that's the admin side of it done. In terms of admin for this channel this week, normal content this week. We have the normal YouTube content, shorts, the Tuesday, Thursday lunchtime videos, and then the Saturday premiere with a calming video in the morning. We will be live streaming next Sunday as well. Because we're not doing a huge amount of gardening, I need to do the hanging baskets this week. So I suspect there'll be a midweek stream. Which day I don't know. It probably won't be tomorrow. It's more likely to be Tuesday, Wednesday or Thursday. And it's more likely to be early afternoon, but I'll try to post in all the usual places what I'm planning to do. We've got hanging baskets and troughs to do. Won't get all that done in one stream anyway, but we need to make a start. Morning, Trish. So that's the admin on that. If anyone's got any questions, feel free to ask. Anyone who's just coming in now, we've got a pretty horrible day here. You've got me in one corner, you've got a view out the window looking at the cloud. In fact, it's actually got worse since we started up, because I can't even see from the office window. I can't even see the next village, which is on a hill directly behind the camera. I can't see that this morning, so I don't know what the visibility is now, but it's not good. I'm just trying to see. It is rubbish. And again, because of the weather, I don't really want to take all the tech out into the garden and get it, even though it'd be in the greenhouse. It's just such a damp, horrible day. So, anyone who's coming in who hasn't seen her before, this is Mrs. Blackbird in the nest. She moved in about, well, she started building the nest about a week ago, and she's definitely got 4 eggs in there. She's laid 1 egg a day over the last few days. I don't know whether she's laid an egg this morning. I haven't really been able to see. So if she does get up and have a little move about, feel free to try to see how many eggs she's got. We haven't got a name for Mrs. Blackbird yet. So if you have any suitable suggestions for a name for Mrs. Blackbird, feel free. From our extensive research, i.e. by asking Google, she'll be on the nest for about a fortnight, incubating. She was incubating yesterday afternoon and today, so I'm thinking probably 2 weeks, not next weekend, the following weekend, we probably be about where we're seeing some baby chicks, assuming the nest doesn't get attacked. The Mr. Blackbird is around as well. But what I have noticed today is she's much more alert to what's going on around. You can see it. She's not just sat there asleep. She's much more alert than we've seen in the last few days. So, Sab's suggesting a name of Betty the Blackbird. Yeah. I shall do this in a logical manner. I shall find a piece of paper. In fact, what we could do to make it entertaining is I shall take a piece of paper and we'll make some lone suggesting merle, because it's a slang name for blackbird. Never knew that. You'll hear some tearing paper now. Pepper the blackbird. Well, what I'm going to do, I'm going to put the names on some paper, and then we'll towards the end we'll have a draw for her name, because she does need a name. We can't carry on for what could be a month calling her Mrs. Blackbird. I mean, it's quite formal, but and we like to do things proper, but what I don't know. Beauty Love Creative. What is there a Dutch word for a blackbird? I don't know. Or is it just? So I have our draw equipment. So let's put these down. So we've got I shall also put a little note as to who suggested the name. Oh, so well, that's interesting, isn't it? Beauty Love Creative. The Dutch word for blackbird is merel, something like that. Merel, Merel. And Lone was saying the slang name for blackbird is Merle. Well, that's very interesting. So that's presumably where that slang name came from. To some extent, Lone, I hope it's not your suggestion, because I have no idea how you pronounce Merle. I assume it's Merle, but I've got no idea. Oh, what's happening? Did I miss anything? It always happens on a live stream. It's like on Twitch, when you leave the room for a moment, something happens, or you get raided or something. Oh, right, okay, so it's all Morel. Morel is also a girl's name in Dutch as well. A British actress. I've never heard of her, Lone, to be honest. That's not surprising. To be fair, she's probably never heard of Bear in the Garden, so that's probably fair, isn't it? Imagine if she's watching. Well, the name that Sloane's given us is Meryl Oberon. It's okay, Zab. But do you think she's watching, Leo? You never know. If you ask me a name of some sporting person, I'd probably know it, but other than that, I wouldn't have a clue. Thanks for anyone who had to watch some ads there. Oh yeah, there are a couple of things I need to do before, which I nearly forgot about. Which, oh, did you? Oh, okay. Well, Oberon died in 1979 and was a major leading lady during the golden age of Hollywood. So I think, Leo, we're fairly safe. It's safe to assume that she's probably not going to appear in chat today. Lone, what was her most famous film, by the way? Well, we assume not to appear in chat, but you never know. We can't rule it out, can we? Just doing some admin here while I remember. So for anyone who can't see that, there's YouTube Giver Creator is monetized 10 free gift membership standout on a live stream or a premiere each month. I did 5 on the premiere last night, and I've just done the other 5 just now there. So it's 5 more viewers who've got a free gift membership over there, and they get access, of course, to our Blackbird emote over on YouTube. Morning Rabbit or Fox. Anyone who's over on Twitch, if you follow us on Twitch, you'll get access to some emotes as well, but one of them is our new Blackbird emote. Leo's asked Rabbit or Fox the exact same question I was going to ask, so I won't bother asking it. anyone who's coming into the stream recently, you're watching Mrs. Blackbird on the nest with her eggs underneath her. If you want to, we're looking for a name for Mrs. Blackbird. We've got 3 suggestions so far, and then they're all going on bits of paper, and then we'll have a draw later on for what we're going to call Mrs. Blackbird. How are the cats? They're not overly impressed by the weather today, to put it mildly. One of them's gone back to bed. That's the ginger cat. That's Levi. He's gone back to bed. He got up, had some breakfast, looked out the door, and then went back to bed. In fact, he hasn't got up again since. And the other 2, I don't know where they are. They're somewhere in the house. One of them's been out, but I think they're getting quite soft in their old age. Morning Orange. Orange suggested Merle as well. Well, that's the second suggestion for Merle. At this rate, we can have there's 2 Merles in the drawer now. Or yeah, this is getting confusing. Orange, what name would you want for the Blackbird? Merle or Olivia? Who would have thought trying to get a name for a Blackbird would cause chaos in chat? And we wouldn't have a clue. Oh, you're going for Olivia to be different, okay. Okay. What we have found out though, because the plumage is an olive colour. Yeah, I think it's got quite close up. It's got quite a sort of sheen to it, really. What we did find out about the first name you suggested, Merle, is it's almost identical to the Dutch word for blackbird as well. But something else in chat can decide is, could you sit in one place like the blackbird's doing for sort of 24 hours? Because it seems pretty dull, really, just to be sat there all that time. And it's good to see you, Zab. I assume you're going to your usual place to mod. How many eggs are there? We know there's 4, Orange. There were 4 yesterday afternoon. So I don't know whether she's laid a 5th one today, but she's been incubating since yesterday afternoon. So I'm assuming she's not going to lay a 5th one, but she may have this morning. She's got up a couple of times, but I haven't been able to see. Right, thanks for dropping in anyway, Zab. If you want to keep up to date, in the meantime, check out the website, Zab. I'll put updates on how many on the blackbirds there for you. Just reading the comments. Beauty Love Creative says they couldn't sit there for 24 hours. Leo says no, wouldn't be able to sit there for an hour. Yeah, Orange is still picking cherry tomatoes even though it's almost winter. Yeah, Orange is on the upside down part of the world. And even if you get cherry tomatoes that are green, you can use them in things like chutney and so on. There are all sorts of tricks of trying to ripen green tomatoes as well off the vine, but I think most of them are pretty much of a waste of time, really. I'll say what we've got going on this week for the garden is the main job this week is to make the summer baskets and troughs, which we would have made a start on today if the weather had been better and my back had been better. So we will run a bonus stream sometime this week, one afternoon probably. Morning, Victoria. So that's the big job for this week, really. I shouldn't complain about the rain because the garden does need it, because we haven't had any rain really for about 3 weeks. So anyone who's coming in recently, we're watching Mrs. Blackbird in her nest. I'm sat in my office. In the other corner is the view out the window, which is grey, miserly, horrible, damp, just rubbish day. So we're not streaming outside today. We're watching the blackbirds, or Mrs. Blackbird. There's some sort of bug there going down a nest. Anyone who's coming in new into chat or is lurking, feel free. We're doing a draw today to try to work out a name for Mrs. Blackbird because she hasn't got a name yet. So anyone who wants to suggest a name, just put it in chat, and then I'm putting on bits of paper, and we'll draw it out at the end to see what we're going to call her. As I say, last, I don't know I don't honestly know how long blackbirds tend to live for, but I wouldn't imagine more than perhaps 2 or 3 years. So these may be children of the parents that nested in this hedge. This is a hedge down the side of the house. It's been on some of the videos. It's never been on live. It's one of the areas that you never see. We have a bit of a side garden down the side. Then again, I suppose a side garden would be down the side, wouldn't it? Majority of English blackbirds seldom move any distance from where they're hatched. Yeah, it doesn't surprise me. And because we're in the north here, we use the back door more than the front door. In fact, I can't remember using the front door for Yes, all eggs. How many she got? Well, she's found some sort of bug in the nest she's eating. Oh no, is that a feather? Yes, it's a feather. Well, we can see there's 4 eggs there. Oh, I think that... okay. But yeah, the blackbirds don't seem to be too bothered by me when I'm coming backwards and forwards. They don't seem to be too bothered. I think their biggest problem is when they've actually got the chicks and then they're coming and going every few minutes with food and the chicks are crying or chirping away for food. That's what attracts the predators. So two of the cats here aren't bothered by birds at all. Just not interested whatsoever. One of them is a bird catcher, unfortunately, but this is what I was saying. She moves the eggs around. Whether that's just because it's uncomfortable or I don't know. No, 4 eggs this morning. It was 4 eggs yesterday, Victoria. Yeah, we're up to 4 eggs now. There may be a 5th, I don't know, but she's been incubating since yesterday afternoon. Yeah, but I don't. To be honest, I don't think the one cat we've got is unlikely to go for blackbird. They like going for bigger things like magpies. But the magpies pick on them a bit. I'm more concerned by the other cats in the area. So. Yeah, if it had been like yesterday, she wouldn't really need to incubate the eggs because it was so warm yesterday. But they should be incubating for a couple of weeks, so I'd expect not next weekend, the following weekend we might have some chicks, assuming the eggs don't get taken. And if the eggs do get taken, it'll be the magpies that do that. If you ever wonder what the magpies are doing when we're not live or there's no posts or whatever, if you go to our website, and this will be a question of whether my mods do the command before I do the command. I think I might have beaten them to it. If you go to the website, you'll find I've put a dedicated page on for the blackbirds, which I'm trying to update every day, with links to videos, pictures, and other content that's not been streamed live. So, good place to update. And also, while you're there on the website, you can check out the other things we've got on the website. We're slowly improving it. Nothing really happened on it for a year, but we're improving it. It's also got the links to our merch stores. T-shirt, mugs, exciting things like that. It's very addictive, this bird, watching this nest. I can't remember which day it was. I went live on Friday, I think. Went live on sort of breakfast time, and I thought I'd put it on for 20 minutes. And then when I stopped the stream, I noticed it was nearly 2.5 hours. So. And for anyone who's worried that we've upset the blackbirds by putting the camera there, I actually put the camera there because I know they nest in roughly the same place every year. And when I first saw them starting to build the nest, I put the camera there. So, and that's why the camera's not in the perfect position. But I'm not going to go back and move it now. Under the UK law, it's against the law to actually interfere with a wild bird nest. And there are certain categories of birds that you get even bigger penalties for. But just out of courtesy to the blackbird, just wouldn't go there. And the camera's actually, even though you look quite close to there, the camera's actually about probably foot and a half away from the nest. So we can't really move it. I wouldn't move it now anyway, because the danger of going near the nest now is that the blackbirds abandon the nest, which is quite common, I believe, and then you wouldn't have any chicks to look at. We've got another suggestion for a name from Rabbit or Fox. That's a difficult name, isn't it? Well, I assume that's something like a camphalis, something like that. It's a good Greek name. I have to say, I'm a bit disappointed in Leo's choice of Pepper. I would have thought she'd have chosen a much more difficult name for me to pronounce. Acamphalis, the daughter of Hippodamia and Artemis, and sister of Amphis, Herodias, Schrodinus, Acanthus, and they all got turned into birds. Yeah, I didn't do Greek at school. I hardly did French or German at school. Actually, my best language at school was Latin. So that probably shows my age when they were still doing Latin at school. Okay, clever thinking there, Leo. Yes, I did Latin at school. Yep. It's a long time ago. I wouldn't know any Latin now, really. I found Latin quite easy because it's a very, very structured, in my mind, language. I don't know about. We'll go back to Latin in a minute, but I don't know if you've noticed. There's a stick coming from the bottom corner into the nest that she seems to be sat on, and I don't know about you, but I would have moved that stick because it doesn't look very comfortable to me. Don't fall for it, Rabbit or Fox. Leo's trying to get you in trouble there. Yeah, it's a very ordered language. I think because I've got a sort of scientific mind, that's my background. That's probably why I found it relatively easy to deal with. Yeah, I won't be pronouncing a lot of Latin words, even though Leo's trying to draw you into baiting me to do so, rabbit or fox. Of course, if it got out of hand, Leo would then have to ban you as well, or time you out. So she's trying to embarrass me, and then having the fun of timing you out. Of course, what we could do is come up with a lovely Latin word we could use on Leo's next stream. Yeah. Yes, I didn't think you'd want that, Leo. Yeah, that stick that's going into sort of into a backside almost, to use a technical term. That is. I'm trying to think which plant it is. It is. I'm pretty sure that's a hydrangea, off a hydrangea, but I may be wrong. Herbicide, if you will. Yes, that's very good. That. Anyone over on Twitch, feel free to use your Blackbird emotes. Morning only me. Yeah. You just got in. Well, I'm in my office. The camera's showing outside, and it's misty, drizzly, horrible. My back's not 100%, so we're doing a bird watching stream today, and just talking about things in general. We'll be doing a bonus stream probably one afternoon this week at some point. So, morning, Rocky's dead. For anyone coming in like only me or Rocky's dead, feel free to come up with a name for Mrs. Blackbird. We've had a number of suggestions. They're all going on bits of paper, and then we'll have a little draw to see what we're going to call the Blackbird. Right, here we go. Leo, who's the moderator, who's supposed to help me, has started a timer, and I'm not allowed to say a certain word for 5 minutes. That would be a certain word that would describe the type of animal in the middle of your picture. And she started the timer, so I can't say that for 5 minutes. I failed hopelessly last time on one of these. So. Yes, I'm not surprised. I thought you'd be pleased with yourself, Leo. What we have is a nest with a flying animal in the nest on top of some eggs. And we know there are 4 eggs in there. I don't know. I think I almost fell for that. Beauty Love Creative. Beauty Love Creative on YouTube has just said, and what is the word? Bear. I almost fell for it. Really, these word bands should Should really have a penalty, shouldn't they? Oh dear. What I should do is I've got a second computer here. I should just distract myself. Could I replace the forbidden word with the word aviator or pterodactyl? That's a dangerous thing to ask Rabbit or Fox. It's more difficult than you think, I think. I almost said the word then. What's a bee's main predator? Don't know. We've only got 2 minutes to go. Victoria's suggestion we talk about lunch for 5 minutes. Well, that could be difficult as well. See, it's quite good if I look to me of a laptop. I can't read chat. You think it's cheating, do you? Where are the rules? Timer's up. I win. Right, okay. The 5 minutes is up. I survived that. No cheating by the streamer at all. This is where you when this happens to you, Leo, that you fail because you actually read the you read what we put in chat. But yeah, we do it anyway, Leo. I have to admit I did slightly cheat then by not taking full attention of the chat, so I will pay a penalty. So there you go. I've just paid a penalty in some gift subs on Twitch. Though, if you had noticed, I have got a 35% off the 5 gift subs today, so it didn't actually cost me 5 gift subs. You see, that's what you use your brain for. So people who got the gift subs randomly on Twitch are GF40, Elizabeth, Procode, Fargust, and Chaos Flux. So they get their ad-free viewing for a month. And we've also got a hype train. I've created a hype train on Twitch as well. So anyone who's on Twitch who wants to, yes, you've got a gift sub there, GF40. So you've got some extra emotes to use now. So if you want an extra hype, emote from the hype train, you've got your opportunity there. I've given out 5 gift subs at the beginning of the YouTube stream today, and there were 5 yesterday on the premiere that was last night. So YouTube's had 10 and 5 to the Twitch. Yeah, yes, I'm afraid, GF40, you've got Leo to thank for your gift sub. You shouldn't be thanking me. So you got a gift sub, but you've got your ad-free viewing, which is quite good timing because there's some ads coming up in a minute. Yeah. I do want to go and move that stick though. Oh, thanks for the bits, Rock is dead. Yep, so you're in the hype train as well. What? If at any time people give memberships or subs or bits or super chats, they go back into the channel directly. Those gift subs I've just done there, as a penalty, they come out of my own money. So if you see me gifting on other channels, that's my money, and all the stuff that stays on the channel has a separate account and stays within that. So welcome, Elizabeth. Yeah, you got a gift sub from me, courtesy of my moderator Leo, who basically did a word ban and I cheated. So I was told I had to pay a penalty, so I had to pay some gift subs, and you were one of the lucky people. So enjoy your free ad-free viewing on this channel, and also you've got access to some more emotes as well. Anyone who is coming in at the moment, we're watching Mrs. Blackbird sat on a nest with her eggs. Normally on a Sunday we'd be doing actually some gardening, but the weather's so bad here today, we've abandoned that. So we're watching her sat on the nest. Anyone who wants to suggest a name for Mrs. Blackbird, feel free. We're taking suggestions on bits of paper, and we'll draw it later to work out what we're going to call her. Well, Rockinstead's got a nice little shiny conductor train. Oh, I missed that. Thanks for that, Leo. You see, that's what mods do. They don't harass the streamer. Is there a conspiracy going on in this? Marcus, May, okay. Right, May's in there. Welcome to the Twitch side, Ron. Good to see you here. Lisbeth's suggesting the name Pepper, which coincidentally is the same name that Leo suggested. So, Lisbeth, you've got a choice. Do you want to stick with Pepper or do you want to choose a different name? It's your choice. You're going to stick with it, okay, so we're going to have 2 Peppers then. It's increasing the chance of Pepper appearing. Hello, Jerome. We've got quite a few names already. Thanks for watching the ads, anyone who watched the ads on Twitch. Welcome to the Bear in the Garden channel. Hello, how? Shouldn't have leant back that quickly. I'm Bear. Well, that's my nickname. I'm in my office today. In the other corner, you can see out the window, it is a horrible grey, misty, murky, damp day. I was hoping to make a start on hanging baskets today. That was the original plan. But 2 reasons: tweak me back again, so I'm just taking it easy today. But also, I don't want to take all the tech outside to the greenhouse. Do take care, but is the chair supportive enough? This one's not too bad. I've actually got a new chair in bits, which I was about to build anyway. But it's a problem I've had for years anyway, Leo. I've had the problem for about 30 years, so it comes and goes. This isn't anywhere near as bad as it usually is, so. Oh, saying that, I thought they'd already had the ads on Twitch, but no, they've gone into the ads now, so. Anyone over on YouTube or anyone over on Twitch that can still hear me, if you want to suggest a name for Mrs. Blackbird, feel free. We haven't got a name for her yet. Yeah, there are a lot of announcements there on Twitch. Betty was suggested. You can have it. Okay, so we'll have another Betty going in. Yeah. Welcome back from the ads again. You actually had the ads that time. Yeah, sub gives you the ad-free viewing. If you're just following the channel on Twitch, you get there's a new Blackbird emote for you to use today. Anyone who's got a membership on YouTube, you obviously get extra emotes on that. There's a Blackbird emote in there. But yeah, good morning, Healy. Yes, well, my back issues started about 30 years ago when I fell over at work. And usually when it goes, it totally goes. This is just very sore. But sat here isn't a problem. It's just certain movements. So I can manage with this. But it's my own fault because it had recovered from last weekend, and then I got carried away yesterday. Thanks for watching the ads, Ron. Yeah. So, oh, we've got 5 eggs. Wow. We have actually got 5 eggs. So she's actually laid another egg this morning. Isn't that good? I know a normal clutch of eggs is for a blackbird is between 3 and 6, but we've got 5 now. So it's increasing the chances of actually getting some chicks. I assume she's left the nest to go and find some food. Yeah, it's getting towards lunchtime. In fact, we could, instead of what I'm going to have for lunch, what do you think Mrs. Blackbird's going to have for her lunch? So only me's going for Blabkey. Thanks for clipping that. Saves me doing it afterwards. I can then put that up on the website. You think Mrs. Blackbird's going to have shepherd's pie for her lunch? Ron? Not what I'm having for my lunch. No wonder she's moving so much. Yeah, I noticed that when, was it Friday, when I actually caught on the stream, well, I can't remember which day it was, there was a lot of movement before she laid an egg. I'm not surprised. Though they do remind me quite a lot of, the little chocolate mini eggs you get at Easter. But it'll take about 2 weeks of incubation. It's quite impressive how dry the inside of that nest is compared to the outside. Amazing. Well, yeah. So if the best way is to get updates on what's happening on the Blackbird nest, if you go to our website, bearinthegarden.com, you'll find there's a dedicated page on there with links to all the videos, extra pictures, extra clips. So there's all your Blackbird content is easily accessible over on the website. Thank you, Leo. And while you're on the website, you can read some of the other stuff we're starting to put up on there. Plus, there's the links to our merch store for excellent things like t-shirts. Thanks, Lone. Excellent things like t-shirts, Bear in the Garden t-shirts, and a selection of mugs, which I'm going to hydrate out of now. So, all going to support the channel. Thank you, Leo. I've hydrated there. Yeah, so I'm trying to get you to. I'm trying to get you to use your channel points on things like hydrate rather than on word bans. For anyone that's coming in, yeah, welcome. We're predominantly a YouTube channel, but we live stream on YouTube and Twitch. Plus, we're on all the other good, bad, and indifferent platforms. We live stream every Sunday about this sort of time. We're usually in the garden or the greenhouse, and we should have been doing hanging baskets today, but the weather's not very good here at all today. So we're sheltering from the rain and watching the blackbird nest. Yes, I'll try to remember. I'll try to remember Rod. What was I saying? So yeah, so we're predominantly YouTube. We post every day on YouTube, and have done for about, I think it's getting on nearly 3 years now. So there's plenty of content on there. So the live streams YouTube and Twitch. Take your pick. And we're all about our garden in Northern England, in Yorkshire. Everything on the channel is to do with the garden and things around the garden or things you can see from the garden. So you can have a good perusal of our various social media empire sites. What started off as a channel basically to post a few videos so people could see the garden here from when I moved here, has deteriorated into this channel as it is now. But we've got a super community of people who watch both on YouTube and on Twitch. Thanks for doing the shout out for Leo. I assume that was Lone that did that. Anyone on Twitch who doesn't follow Leo, she does lamp work, which is a type of glass working. She makes beautiful glass jewellery, and she's got excellent community as well. It's good fun, her streams, and she's got an really excellent moderator. In fact, she's got several really excellent moderators, but one is especially special, in my opinion. But yeah, she's got a super channel. Yes. Yes, Leo does have the occasional issue with her moderators. I think that's a good way of, polite way of putting it. It's not raining with only me. It's just warm and muggy. Yeah, well, the heavy rain was really from about the early hours of the morning here, and now it's just drizzly mizzle. It's just rubbish. Yes, well, unfortunately, Leo, I do. So I'm pleased we've seen that she's got 5 eggs now. Anyway, if I pull up alongside me, I'll pull up my own super duper website. I've posted a few facts on there about blackbirds. Yeah, this is a, to use its technical term, a Eurasian blackbird. The males are what you typically see, which are the black with the yellow beak. Well, they call it orange, but the females, here she is again. She's back. Oh, move that stick. That stick is going to get very irritating, isn't it? Yeah, she should have, shouldn't you? Now, yeah, the females are the brown ones. Lone's putting in some information about blackbirds into the chat. Yeah, this is where this nest. It's in a ivy hedge down the side of the house. I've got a bit of a side garden, which you don't normally see. It takes typically 3 to 7 days to build the nest. And then we saw her eggs, which are that sort of bluish green colour, and they've got the reddish speckles in. Typical clutch is 3 to 5 eggs, and she'll incubate them for 12 to 14 days. So we're talking the end of next week will be when the real excitement happens. Yeah, I know the blackbirds last year had, they actually built 3 nests last year. The first nest was attacked by magpies. The second nest, I think I saw 1 fledgling out of it, and then the third nest, they actually had 3 fledglings out of it, and they all survived. So, so what she does, she's going to sit there for 2 weeks, apart from when she goes to get some food. But the male might be around somewhere nearby, and he guards the territory, or he might bring us some food if he's a nice partner to her. I don't know why they do that. She keeps rearranging the eggs. I mean, obviously, having never sat on a pile of eggs before, I wouldn't know how comfortable they are, but I'm surprised she hasn't moved that stick. I'm wondering whether there were 5 eggs there before. Perhaps she's rolling them. I saw this the other day when she was rolling them around because she was laying an egg. Yeah, rolling them around to keep each side warm. Only me saying that blackbirds don't typically build tidy nests, particularly new mums. Well, let's put it this way: anyone who's watching this is going to be an expert on blackbirds by the time we're finished. And for anyone that's coming in, is that the camera was set up when I first saw it. I knew that they build their nests roughly this place anyway every year, so I've kept an eye. And as soon as I saw the first day of them starting, I put the camera there. That's why the camera's not really on the nest, because I had to sort of pop and look as to where the camera's going to go. And it's about a foot and a half above the nest. I would like to really sort of move it, but I'm not going to get anywhere near the nest at all. Thanks for dropping in, Ron. Good to see you. Only Me says she turns the eggs to keep an even distribution of heat, and that's what Leo was saying as well. Yeah, so that's what she's doing. I'm still irritated by that stick. Yeah, so yeah, blackbirds sort of 2 or 3 broods each breeding season. Well, just on this short stream, there's quite a lot of blackbird content I'm going to have to update on the website. She's quite a pretty bird. And I was saying earlier that she's much more alert than she has been the last few days when she's been around the nest. Even though the body's settled, the head's going all the time. Anyone who's come in recently or is just lurking, if you want to go into put a name forward for the Blackbird, just put it in chat. We've got a number of names already suggested on bits of paper, and we'll have the draw. We'll give it another few minutes. So GF40 said hydrate. Okay, I will. I will hydrate out of my super duper Bear in the Garden merch mug, available on our merch store. Oh, would help if I can manage to get it in shot. Easiest place to find our merch store, I'll have to do a proper link for it, but the easiest place is if you go to our website, You'll find the link to the merch store on there. No, no, I didn't, Victoria. So I will read out the names before we draw it, just to make sure everyone's got theirs in there. But I'll add yours. I'll add that one now. Victoria suggested Athena. So, Athena, the ancient Greek goddess of wisdom. We've had a lot of Greek mythology here today. Oh, yeah. Do you think she was looking at the mug? Do you? Well, it is a very fine mug, I have to say. Look at the quality on that. It's even got a bear paw on the back. What a wonderful design, if I have to say so myself. I don't think I'm very good at this selling lark. I don't think I'll be running a channel on TV selling stuff. If you haven't been here in the last couple of streams, yeah, we have got the merch store, and the reason for it is that some friends and family wanted some Bear in the Garden merch for some unknown reason. So I was doing that, and then I thought, well, if we're going to do that, we'll just leave the store there, and it's all print on demand. So the company, we do all the designs and the descriptions and so on, and then the company handles everything else, from the orders, the payments, the delivery. Do we need a Blackbird mug as well, do we? But there will be two. There will eventually be two. Well, there are two stores now, but one of them's up and running, which is a UK-based company, but they ship all over the world. And the other one ships out to different locations around the world, but both have similar products, but also they both have different products as well. So this will be sort of a mix and match. So if you go via the website, you'll see there's two stores on there, listed on there. One of them's got the open link to the Tea Mill store, which is the one in the UK. And then there's a second store, which is Fourth Wall, which I'm still setting up properly. Yeah. Oh, well, I could point out that we have this super duper. Hang on, I'll drop that down a little bit. We do have this super, if you ignore the actual microphone in the middle, we do have these super duper t-shirts in various colours and sizes with the Bear in the Garden logo, and it's just Bear in the Garden here as well. Because we don't handle all the mundane stuff about it, we get paid. We get paid a small commission for each sale, and anything that does come into the channel stays within the channel. What else? So we designed We designed some tea towels as well. I've got some more samples coming this week. Oh yeah, that's a good point. Spike the Hedgehog. Oh, talking of Spike the Hedgehog, saw Spike the Hedgehog earlier this week across the road. I was working on the computer here in the office, and the security light went across the road, and I saw him on the. I don't know if it's Spike, but he was on the pavement on the other side of the road. But yeah, so Spike is around. If I see Spike in the garden, we will probably try to do on a regular basis. We'll try to do another hedgehog watch along, because that was such a success last year in seeing no hedgehogs. Yeah, so I don't tend to brag a lot about stuff really, and if I do, it's in a slightly, I don't know how you put it, sarcastic manner. But if there's something merch-wise that you want with Bearing the Garden plastered all over it, feel free to leave me a comment somewhere. We'll have a look to see if it's available. And again, the other thing while we're on that is, if anyone ever has any ideas they want to see for videos making, you can always leave me a comment. On YouTube, it's better to, rather in the live chats, it's better to leave me a comment in the actual proper comment section, or you can leave me a comment in Instagram, Discord, or blah blah blah. If you want to see a video, I'm always looking for video ideas. Leo's suggesting a doormat, so she can then walk all over me. Right? Yeah. Okay. Luckily, I didn't see a doormat. So yeah. So if you, I mean, that's, to be honest, this technically is my channel, but it's not, because it's everyone who watches its channel. Because without anyone watching, there wouldn't be a channel. So it's everyone's channel. So if anyone ever has any ideas that would like to go into consideration, we're certainly open to that. And you can leave me a comment in the open places there. You can do, or if you want to do it more privately, you can use Instagram or Facebook or Discord or carrier pigeon. Victoria's saying she's putting up a old-fashioned scarecrow to keep deer away from the vegetables and giant sunflowers. Do scarecrows work on deer? Didn't know that. Long sleeve t-shirt option. Yeah, they do that. I shall do that. It's quite easy to do actually on their platform, because you can actually, once you've done a design, you can then just put it onto various things. So it's quite good really, and because it's all print to order or print to demand, they have all the stock items, and then they print. Then as the orders come in, they print them off or make them individually and post them out. But the samples I've had from the UK company, which I believe is based on the Isle of Wight, have been had a load of samples yesterday. No, Friday. They came Friday, and they were on the system on Tuesday. So in the UK, they're pretty quick. But it's good if you look on their website and the terms and conditions, all that, it tells you all about delivery times and so on, if you're not in the UK, and the costings and so on. But if you do want something off the website, off the store, the UK tea mill store, this weekend, this bank holiday weekend, they've got a free UK shipping this weekend. And that just doesn't apply to my store. They've got loads and loads of stores on there, on the main tea mill site. They work for some very big companies, and then they work for little people like me. Bare Necessities. That's a very good name. Unfortunately, the store has got a standard name to do with the channel brand, but Bare Necessities is an excellent. I think I've got a piece of paper to write all this down on. I'm not going to remember all this, am I? That's a good anything else section, isn't it? Yeah, I'll try to put that. It's not long. It doesn't take long to set those up anyway. Only me. So next time, if you ask me, I can tell you whether it's up there or just go on in a few days. But it doesn't take particularly long to do. It's the design side that takes, but once you've got a standard design, it's easy to do. I'm surprised how good it is, actually. The other thing that you'll notice is below in descriptions and so on, either before, during, or after, you'll see I'm doing some Amazon links. So if I'm using something, there'll be a link to something, and you can actually look at more details on there. Because quite often we'll talk about stuff, and like we did with the border edging, that we can do that now. We can put those links up so you could go direct and actually read about it yourself. And if you're not in the UK, because obviously I am, it should redirect you to a site nearer you. So she's very active again. A bear crow. Yeah. So is that a suggestion for the channel? Is it to make a bear crow? Well, we have got the veg patch to do in due course as well. I've never actually made a scarecrow in my life. Yeah, the edging is good. It's a good way for recycling, and it's heavy stuff though. I have to say that's the only disadvantage to it. It does weigh quite a lot. But it'll certainly outsee me anyway. Right. Well, I think Are there any more suggestions for names before we try to work out what we're going to call her? At least we know if we do make a scarecrow, we now know that what it's going to be called. It can be called Bear Crow. Yeah. Oh, the sunflowers we sowed. Yeah, the sunflowers we sowed the other day. They haven't come up yet. In fact, there'll be so much to show you in the greenhouse when we get down there this week some point. We will be live next Sunday, whatever happens, and I say we should be live. I'm hoping to be live sometime this week. If it is, it'll be in an afternoon, Tuesday, Wednesday, or Thursday. But I'll post somewhere what I'm thinking of doing when I know what's happening this week. We've got a suggestion of Quill as a name because of the stick. Don't think we've got any more new names. Right, I'll just go through what we've got in names. We've got Quill, Athena, Blubkey, Betty, Pepper, there's two stuck together there. You don't want to be accused of having a rigged draw. May, Acanthophyllus, Olivia, Merle, Pepper again, and Betty again. Right, I should really fold those up to make it seem like it's fair and not rigged. I would put it in my... Oh, we're in an ad break, so I'll wait for the ads to finish, but I'm just going to fold these up. I would put them in my mug, but it's got juice in it, so that wouldn't go very well, would it? That's quite good. If we come up with Quill, if Quill comes out, it could be then called Quill Manor for the nest itself. I quite like that. I'm going to write that down on my piece of paper as well. And I do read all the comments afterwards as well, because obviously you don't see you don't get to see everything as it goes. So, and if someone's made the effort of making a comment, I always like to at least read it. I just need a container. Hi, Mrs. Blackbird. You're going to get a name in a second. Just trying to find a suitable container. Thanks for doing that. Shout out for Yankee Axe. Yeah, he's anyone who's not following Yankee Axe on Twitch, yeah, he's been working on renovating his vegetable patch. There's a lot of work involved in that. It's looking really good. He's got his potatoes in now. He's based over in New England, so he streams for hours on end, so that's really good. So I think out of ads, Twitch, thanks for watching that. So we have all the names in there, and they're going into an empty box. It is a biscuit box. Oh, we've got movement. What's happened? No? Yes? No? That stick must be very irritating, mustn't it? Oh. Yeah, so we've got a biscuit box. Don't ask why there's a biscuit box in the office. I don't know how it got here, and I'll take no responsibility as to why it's empty. But, so we've got the names. I'll put them in the box. Oh, what's that? Oh, it's just a message. In fact, let's close the box up and we'll give it a really good shake. What biscuits were those? Are we allowed to do product placement without... These were Pruitt's Choco Full. They're gluten-free. Crunchy biscuits coated in a deliciously creamy Belgian milk chocolate. Store in a cool, dry place out of direct sunlight, like my office. Yeah. The cats don't like biscuits really. It's a bit unusual really. They're not really keen on biscuits or cake, but there you go. Right, I'm going to go in. I'm going to have a... I'll do this up here so you can actually see. I'm rattling around. So this is going to be a totally unrigged draw. Now, the question is, shall we just pull a winner or should we pull them out in reverse order so you know you haven't won? If we do it in reverse order, that would make it more interesting, wouldn't it? Because then someone's going to know they're going to win. I'm taking the executive decision. We'll do it in reverse order. Or is that too boring? Just the winner. We've got to vote for just the winner. Just put winner. If you want just the winner, just put winner in the chat. While you're doing that, I'll rattle it around to make sure I get the right name. Winner. Winner. No suspense in this, is there really? Okay, we're just doing a winner then. Winner. Right, okay. So that one's come out. I have no idea who this is. don't know if you can see that. Blab key. I don't know, was that a typo? Or was that the proper name? Only me. Let me type that in. Oh, it was a typo. It's a typo. It's a typo. Oh, dear me. Typo. I thought that at the time. It's a typo. Right. Ignore that. It's supposed to be Blackie, but no, it's a typo. Blackie's not in the drawer. We avoided. You've got your second in there anyway. So we're going to have to draw again. How can a draw for a Blackbird's name go wrong? Eh? So we're going to draw again. And no, we don't need to hear about this draw forever and ever, Leo. Well, what did Stream Elements delete there? Oh, okay. I don't know. Right. We're going to go in and draw another one out, because hopefully this isn't a typo. You know what I've done now? There are two there. Actually two. So I don't know what to do now. One's got stuck inside the other one. What the heck? What am I supposed to do now? Right. There's two there that got drawn out. All the others. Oh, hang on. This is not this is not going to plan. Right. Box is empty. I'll tell you who the two are, and they'll go back in the box. We'll do a final draw out the last two. So the two that are stuck together are Amphilis and May. So I'm going to put them back in the box and we'll draw whoever thought this was a good idea. Is the Blackbird watching this, waiting to find out what's going to happen? So we'll close the box up and we'll do good rattle. Right. I've got, okay, we've got one there. We've got one, and the other one's still in the box. We have one. We need the Gaming Commission calling in, I suppose. And the winner is a Acanthopus. Which we learnt earlier. Acanthopus was the one who Rabbit or Fox suggested. And I believe that was the Greek, was it the Greek goddess? Just going back through the chat and see what. Go back. How do I spell that? Okay, that's. I'm just going to double check how. Oh, I've got it actually correct as well. A right. There's actually two spellings of it, but we'll go with the spelling that. Yeah, it's a Greek mythology. That is the spelling of it. Hello, Christian. You've just missed the most exciting part of the stream. Making a mess of a draw for a bird's name. And she is a Greek goddess, was the daughter of Hippodamia and Autonomus, and sister to Amphis, Herodias, Schrodnus, Acanthus. And then the mythology. Oh, this is a bit. It's a bit brutal. The mythology. When their father's horses attacked Amphis, she's one of the daughters, out of hunger and ate him, Zeus and Apollo, out of pity for the grieving family, transformed them into birds. Acanthis, or Acanthus, as we've got the name there, thus became a thistle finch. And a thistle finch looks very similar to a goldfinch. Yeah, it's a goldfinch. So her name, in Greek mythology, she was transformed into a goldfinch by Zeus and Apollo because her father's horse ate a brother. There, I've learnt something today I never knew anything about. So we're inside today, Christian, because the weather's appalling outside. They're saying that I can now see the hill in the distance, so it's obviously improved a little bit. So her proper name is Acanthus. Should we call her Akka for short? Or? Yes, it's a thistle finch, yeah, and as Only's pointed out, a thistle's prickly, and she's got a prickly stick in a nest. Yeah. Yeah. Her friends lovingly call her Canny. That's a good one, isn't it? Her nickname could be Canny the Blackbird because of Camphorus in the middle. Yep. I think anything that's easier than pronouncing Greek names on stream. So there you go. So that's what we'll call her. Acanthus, Acanthus. I think it probably is Acanthus, something like that. Is a proper name. Is a Sunday name, and we'll call her Canny for short. Morning, GG. Yeah, morning to anyone who's coming in at the moment. Oh, there she is. There, that's good timing. You've come in there, Gigi. That's what she sat on. She's got 5 eggs now. They'll take about a fortnight to hatch from now. She's obviously gone off to go and find some lunch. So yeah, so we've just had a draw for what to call her. Everyone's concerned about the stick in the foreground that seems to be poking into her most of the time. We're streaming the nest today because basically the weather here is appalling. I'm just telling you. Around. Yep. So we'll call her for short Canny, and we'll use her Sunday name at more appropriate times. Going forward, if you want sort of updates all the time on our website, there's a dedicated page for the Blackbirds. Healy said, Canny of Quill Manor. So, morning, Peter. Good to drop in. We're starting to sort of wind up shortly, anyway. Yeah, so Blackbird updates available on the website. While you're on the website, you can look at our super duper merch, like super duper t-shirts. There's a link to our merch shop on the website. Super duper mugs, which I'm going to hydrate out of. So there's a link to our website, to our store on the website. Content going forward, we're live next Sunday for definite. We'll be live, I would guess, sometime one afternoon this week to try to do the stuff we haven't managed to do today. I start on that with the hanging baskets and troughs. There's a lot to do on those. Once those are out the greenhouse, then we're going to start on planting up the greenhouse for the things like the tomatoes and so on. There's all the usual content on YouTube this week, usual scheduling. There's content on all the other platforms as usual. Thanks for the extra members and the subs on Twitch, and the members on YouTube. I think I'm probably going to call it a day very shortly. Of course, what we have to do before we do finish every Sunday is try to work out what I'm having for lunch. So put in the chat what you think lunch is today. And while you're putting your lunch suggestions in, say thank you to everyone who's been watching, everyone who's in the chat, everyone who's been lurking. I'll say some personal thanks to people. Thanks Beauty Love Creative, Only Me, Victoria, Ollie, Christian, Peter, Gigi, Jerome, Trish. Thank you to anyone else who's been on YouTube that I've forgotten or missed out. Over on Twitch, thanks to Sab was here, Orange was here, Ron was here, Rabbit or Fox, who suggested the bird's name. Elizabeth was here. Rocky's dead. Thanks for the bits from Rocky's dead as well. GF40. I'm sure there's probably someone else I've missed, but thank you for everyone there. Thank you for everyone who's been lurking. Let's see what suggestions have we got. Leo's gone for fish and chips. No. Hercules isn't here, but he always suggests salad. No. Rocky's dead, going for toad in the hole. No. It's strange that Christian on YouTube's gone for toad in the hole. No. Only me's going for predictable fish and chips. No. You think I'm that predictable? There was a clue earlier, Leo, that you didn't pick up on. A roast dinner. Yeah, sort of, yes, it is. Shepherd's pie, no. Chicken pot pie, no. We've got some turkey, I'll tell you anyway, we've got some turkey thighs for lunch today. So the turkey thighs, nice gravy, some mashed potato. So thank you to everyone who's been here. I shall find someone to raid out on YouTube. I think we'll probably raid Zab, who was here at the beginning, who left us early on. So when we go over to Zab, feel free to spam his chat full of blackbirds if you've got the Blackbird emote. Let him know that we've got 5 eggs now, because he didn't see that while he was here. And we'll be back definitely Sunday, but I think we'll be back midweek sometime, one afternoon UK time. Thanks especially to Leo and to Lone for moderating today. It's very much appreciated. I think we've had fun today considering it's been raining. And I'll hopefully see you. It won't be tomorrow. It could be, I don't know, whenever. It'll be midweek afternoon, I think. I'll let you know. Say goodbye to Canny the Blackbird in the chat. So just say goodbye to her while I'm setting up the raid. Oh, we did a word for the day earlier, Lone, I think. The word for the day was the Dutch word for blackbird is Merel, was it? Beauty that created. It's very similar to your Merrill that you suggested as a name anyway. Yep, so thank you very much, Mrs. Blackbird, or Canny as you're now called. Thanks for taking part. Thanks for being the star of the show. And I'll see everyone in all the different places between now and seeing you live again. Have a good afternoon. Have a good rest of the weekend. And keep an eye out for notifications as to when I'll go live midweek. I'm going to start the raid now. Don't forget to use your Blackbird emotes over on Sab's stream. Take care and have a good weekend.